inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Seahawks had 10 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Forced out to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing is Allen on third. Pushing his way through. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on a give right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Robinson toss play left side. The strong running. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
All day, dog. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On play action, Allen under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Allen. On the slant, he's got Hardman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. We got to get the ball.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second down and a run by Robinson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Here's Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Allen off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. On play action, Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a 2nd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Just a yard up. The first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, a run with Garindo. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Garindo on 1st down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st down, Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Now Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Allen. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And going right back to Walker. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Myers' kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A give running left now, Garendo. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Allen now on 1st down. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Allen to throw. He'll buy some time right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
To throw is Purdy. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Purdy, big 4th down play. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Purdy to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Purdy with one final shot here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. So the victory.